Go. Post. Tweet. And we're up and running. Oh, jeez. The arms on my thing just like rocketed forward out of nowhere. Hello. Yes. Oh, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I wanted to do some more streaming. I do miss the occasional being able to just jump on and be live at the start of the day or in the middle of the day kind of things. So, eventually the final stream before your birthday. When is your birthday? Addicted a little. "16th. Good to know. We might stream tomorrow. It's possible. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I am confuzzled. Don't worry. We'll explain. What is this game? Confusing. The Diet Elf.
Legs time.
The Diet Elf. Oh. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. 11 months. Almost at a year. I think Cookie's about to get up on the couch. Yep. Puppy. You're just going to roughly see puppy butt right here. Back to midday streams. I wanted to stream. I was up until 4 a.m. yesterday working on a new matchmaking system for leg.gg. So I was up until 4 a.m. Mrs. Lagundo came downstairs and said, and I quote, "You know you're almost 40, right?" Go to bed. And she sent me to bed. Is it no longer going to be based off of join order? Join order will still have some impact. However, if I can get this done correctly, what will happen is, so first off, I'm moving the matchmaking off of the hub server up to velocity, up to the network level, right? And in doing that, it's going to allow for two really cool things. It will allow us to actively know how many people are on each server. So if somebody disconnects from a child server, like say a bunch of people are going over to blowout 4, and then one person disconnects in process, so you only have 3 people sitting there, they won't get stuck anymore because the matchmaking system will actually know how many people are actually there, and we'll be able to tell the servers who's coming over before it gets there, so we'll be able to potentially rebuild teams. And you'll be able to requeue from a sub-server. So that is the plan. So you'll be able to, as soon as a blowout game is over, say, I want to play again. And it'll auto-requeue you. So getting some things figured out. And it does. It's because it's just attached to the desk, and it's just on like a monopod arm, and I haven't cranked it to the point where it's fully stable. But I'm very excited that it could work. Usually, we're the first 2 people to join. I'm working on getting the teams to be better, and also allowing people to create parties, to be able to join games collectively. So I can actually show a little bit of it. So I've been architecting out the system. So you'll be able to have friends in the new leg.gg system. You'll be able to have friends. We'll have party data. This is everybody who's connected to the test server. So I've gotten just me and Johnny as we've been working on it. So we'll know when somebody was last online. what server they were on, a couple other things. And we're storing the queue state up here at the network level. So exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. We are getting there. It is coming along. Who's Johnny? Johnny HT is a developer who has joined us a while back at this point, who's helping with a couple things that we got going. He helped a little bit with Flower Frenzy as well, and contributed to a couple other things there. And he and Dijon are working on our next Minecraft event, which is very, very fun. Johnny's also made us a brand new launchpad system, which is going to be integral to our next game. Our next Minecraft event is not Flower Frenzy 3. That's all I'll tell you. We've got more things cooking. This is the thing you've been wanting to do for the last 3 years. The thing I've wanted to do for 3 years is to just make Minecraft events and to have a server where it has games that people want to play, and that there's a community of people who play on the server regardless of whether or not I'm streaming on it. Let me just put it this way. I think y'all are going to love both the next new game coming to Leg.gg and the next event. They're both going to be a lot of fun. Okay. That's all done. Let's build a house.
What the?
Hey, Taxi. Hello. Yeah, I wanted to stream in the middle of the day. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to it. I was up way too late last night coding. I am going to be doing a bunch of recording. I'm at day 84 on my next 100 days video, I think. Let me double check. 82. I'm at day 82 of my next 100 days video, which means I can bang it out in another 2 recording sessions. So I figured, let's do a little bit of this and keep feeding Dose. So it's possible. Mobile and you can't see your stream. I don't know, Purple. I also did an impromptu late stream last night, so you might have missed a stream. I do apologize. Thanks, Tony. All right. So, recording is started. Heaps is already in the process of editing our first 8 days. It's probably going to be 2 videos already in Blueprints. So we'll see. All right. Day 9. Here we go. Okay. So if you remember last session, by the way, I still don't have a notebook. It hasn't arrived yet. If you remember last session, we made the devastating mistake of accidentally making two of our most important rooms extremely rare. So we have horrifically screwed up. Now we need to try to fix it. And dig spots.
What the?
Tomb? What is this? Oh? I'm not losing steps in here, am I? I'm not. Grandpa? Or granduncle? Ooh, money. Each of your journeys come to a conclusion here on the tomb. The floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Each of your journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. The floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Oh. What did I do? Oh? Do they all go down? They all go down? Do I have to push down? Is there something in every statue's arm? Ooh. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. That same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say that there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition. Family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break, and I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. After our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth and struggles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What is the point to live another's life at the sake of your own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of symphony laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break, these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and the worldly mountain. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon the spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this specular as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be effective as they are theater, and so in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted to you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as is tradition. Okay, so this is Grunkle. I have to say, this place feels important in some way. Dab. Okay, we pulled all the arms down, right? There's probably an order to that we don't know. There's almost certainly an order to, like, the order of that you have to pull all the arms down that we just don't know, because we pulled them all down and nothing happened. So there's got to be a reason. Okay. That's worthwhile, though. That's a new room. We've never seen that before. Nilamy! Happy birthday. You share a birthday with TNT. I'm thinking at the big oak. That's where I camp, I think. All right. First, now we've done that. Let's actually explore the rooms. Parlor puzzle. Obvious. Easy 2 gems. Ugh. Let's get the mail room. Let's get the package. Oh, and then the nook. Perfect. We get a key. So let's get our package. Brass compass, 2 gems and 2 keys. That's actually really good. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Let's get our gems. Every box is black. That's obviously false. Every box contains gems. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. So the white box has the gems. This is a roguelike house building puzzle game. A spare set of car keys. Okay, let's go the other way so we get the key from the Nook. I mean, passageway. Okay. Can't go that way. Let's go left first. Closet is 2 items. The den or the commissary. Let's get the gem from the den. Hopefully we get a dead end room here. Yo, storeroom. Or, yeah, perfect. More keys. 2 more keys. So we have... Oh, we are loaded this run already. Okay, this is actually really good for us. The mailroom added gold to the tomb. It did. Let's go for bedroom. So we'll gain 2 steps. So we'll have a little... Ooh, a dice. That's huge. Do we have a reroll? $40 gold. $40 gold. Okay, we need to find something to buy. Sunday, November 15th. Okay, so this is day 15. Oh, the safety deposit box key that we found. This is where that would be. Okay, so if we find the safety deposit box key again, we now know where it would go. Do we have to go all the way over to the parlor? My brain had a very cel-shaded dream about building a house as... like the night after we played. It blew my mind. You would show up on that. Hi, buddy. Okay. Let's just do the spare room. Let's do the observatory. Else we're going to be in trouble here. 40 gold. We need to find a store. Diamonds Miner and the twins. Okay, do we go back for the chests in the entrance hall? It might be worth it. Never seen this game before. It is a roguelike house building puzzle game. It is very fun. See what we get. 3 gems. Okay, we get our key back. That's actually... Okay, so that ended up being basically 5 gems for a key. That's a worthwhile trade. Food for sale. Perfect. "10 steps and add a morning room to today's draft pool." Perfect. And then 15 steps for the club sandwich. And we still have a ton of Let's just do a banana. Let's just get up to an even 50. And we still have a ton of gold. This is actually pretty perfect. Okay, wonderful. Hallway. Locked doors. The music is wonderfully ominous. Keys for sale. To the drawing room. See what's up here. Okay. Go into the chapel and we're... Let's do the courtyard. Maybe we can get a shovel. Metal detector. Pantry. Conference room. Perfect. So that'll spread everything there. From here. Get our gold. Okay, before we go opening that door, let's check out from the drafting room. There's got to be something more in here, right? Like, I feel like we've missed something. Oh. It's worth a shot. It's gotta be something with the statues, right? Ones and threes. Three, one, enter. No. So everything is either 2 feet or 4 feet, or I guess there's 6 feet. But then there's... Okay, we know there's a safe there now. That's actually really good to know. Can I just sit in the chair? No, that's just where Grandpa was sitting. Or Grunkle. Grunkle. Combine inventory to create new items. Commissary or the chapel. Well, we have gold to spare, so... actually, I don't think I've been in the workshop before. Is this a new room? A shovel! Finally, we've done it. Shovel and metal detector is a detector shovel. We're just duct taping them together. Greater chance of finding golden keys and much greater chance of finding golden keys while digging. That's actually really useful. Okay. We'll loop back around to the courtyard at some point. We have hit that point. Take! Hello.
Ah, that's better.
13 months of support. I really appreciate it. Coins. A few old coins can be spent in shop rooms. 4 coins. So we got 4 gold from that. Okay, we need to find a shop room. From the conference room. Wait, what is this? Safe code 9083. I After the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. But this is red, so this is false. It's red. It's a red note, so it's a lie. $3809? Maybe. Red items, okay. Yes, the butter mechanic we've established. Exit. Okay. Oh, perfect. Opportunity to the office. How wonderful. Okay, now we're in the office. Great. Touch everything. Look at everything. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. The antechamber lever. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. Access levers to the antechamber. We learned about this last time. I don't think there is enough time to put another work order before Simon arrives. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. And an upgrade disc. Can I pull this? Ooh. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing the Barons, Herrings of the Major. I had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but no, Herbert and I suspect either would be suitable. That's almost certainly going to be important. What's this? There's our safe. Okay, let's do the upgrade disc first. So east and west levers, and we found a broken lever item at some point before. Hallway data has been found. You can personally upgrade it to one of permanently upgrade it. Okay. Hallway has a key, a locked trunk, or add an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. I mean, more keys is always good, right? Or tomorrow's draft pool. Hallway is forward. Hallway is forward. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then now. What did we say it was? 3809? No. So what did it say it was? It said it was 9803, right? So let's do 3806. Enter. No. It was red, so it's wrong, but something tells me it's going to be close. $9083, but it's wrong. So it should be close. Let's also turn off security. Wait, run payroll. Run payroll now. Return to main menu. Sure. Spread Golden Estate. Spread gold now. Return to main menu. Perfect. Log into network. Swan Song. Connecting to network. Can we check email? Isn't there an email that we can check here? Email. Yes. Okay. From DC Power, fuse box repaired. The vac indicator lights. Emerald Lad.
Emerald Lad just rated the stream with 6 viewers. Thank you for the support.
Thank you very much for the raid. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're playing some Blueprints today, mixing it up, getting off of Minecraft for a bit. I am having... This is interesting. Do we have the date the game takes place in the late 90s? We do. Alright. We'll need to test this. Okay, so the VAC indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. This is not the desired functionality. Let us know when we will fix it in our regular service next week. Let's read the response. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you are out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Oh boy, okay. Off, blue, green, white, red, purple. I've ordered a notebook. It has not arrived. So right now, y'all are my notes. I have ordered a notebook. It has not arrived, so we're solving it together. But I've ordered like a actual legit bound notebook specifically just for this game that I will start writing in probably on the 3rd stream. It doesn't arrive for 2 days. Off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this. What a nerd, yeah. Okay, dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. Okay, so we knew that from Anne next week. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definite plans for the holidays, please pass a message on to me either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter, Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage, don't mess around. Okay, data transfers from 6 are not currently available. We've done this. Remote terminal access, view active terminals. We need to get security back, and we've messed up so horrifically. Log out. Respect the staff for dealing with this house. Yep. Okay, so we've found out this. We have this. Oh, coins. Also, there's a bunch of gold in that room now. Yep, I can see it on all the different placemats. Okay. What do we think? Here, let's go back here and look again. So, gold. We are so rich. If we could get the freezer this time around, that would be awesome. Okay. Safe code 9083. After the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. So the office safe code is not 9083. That's all we know, is that it's not 9083. We've tried it backwards. 3809. Okay. Walking out Mr. Usual doorways, just endless hallways. I've had thing. Wonder if 9083 is the code to another safe. It might be a code to another safe. Okay, so we have details. Ooh, yes. Oh, do I want to risk opening that? Oh, that's our mom. Okay, good to know. All right. Flip a numpad versus a dial pad? Maybe. Okay, closet, chapel, or the secret passage. I think we need to do a secret passage. Actually, no, the chapel gives us more rooms. And we have gold to spare. I'm assuming it goes for that room considering it talks about putting the office notes, putting the meeting notes in the office. Okay, I think that's not here. Okay, that's locked. Okay. The corridor, which is always unlocked. The floor plan, which is dark room, which is scary. And the cloister, which we can't do. Or we could re-roll. Do we re-roll right now? We don't have a lot of other options. We could dark room or re-roll or corridor. Corridor? Corridor always unlocked. Actually, you're right. Corridor up here, always unlocked, is actually pretty good. Dining room. That's actually good because we can get food and it's immediately dinner. Plus an additional 10 if you have the trophy. Not yet. Also, we've done our butter mechanic. So a sunwarm blend of fresh turmeric, golden ginger, zesty garlic. Plus an additional 5 if you have the morning room in your house. I don't think I have it in the house yet. But a step boost is... Wait. A step boost is, like, important. Not yet. Okay. This is our last key. Discover less common. Oh, we don't have a gem. Laundering currency could have been huge. We don't have a gem. So we'll have to do the library. Okay. We've seen this. We've seen this. History of Arinda is probably the next book to check out. Please don't be locked. Shoot. Okay. Let's have this for now. Just so we have a few extra steps. I don't know if we're going to make it back up here, so I'm just going to eat this now. And we're well over where we started. I wish my house had a library like that, right? This door is locked. Yes, it is. So we can head all the way down to the pantry or the conference room other doors. That's locked. Oh, no. Are we locked? I think the metal detector in the chapel is going off because of the safe. Right? No, it's not. It is because of here in the chapel. Key! Oh my god, that's amazing. Where do we use that? Where do we use the key? Do we use it off the library? Or do we go off of the conference room? Where do you think? What's the play? Or do we go dumb and just do it off of the office chest? Let's do it off the conference room. It gives us the most space. Please don't be a dead end. Commissary items for sale, gem. Okay, we have 1 die. This, if we do it wrong, this closes off the entire house. Oh no, we do have north of the workshop. We just need another key. If we open the commissary... Wait. We open the commissary. We don't have the gem. We don't have the gem. That's the problem. The closet... I mean, I think we need to roll. Because we need a key to get north of the workshop, south of the library. Roll. The pool gets us more entry points, but it needs gem. Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms that you already have in your house. The gym gives us another door. I think we might be cooked with a lot of gold. It is a dead end. So we're here in the gym. We get one more door. And it's locked. So I think we're cooked, unfortunately. Use on the bench. Is that an item? They are. Occasionally save. Oh, when runner longer distances across the state and grounds. Good to know. But we are unfortunately cooked because that's locked, and those are only 2 doors. 61 gold. Go back to the office and try to solve the save. All right, chat. 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0, 2, 2. 0, 0, 0, 3. This is gonna take a while. Okay. 9083. What if... Yeah, what if that's the code to the safe in the drawing room? It's worth a shot, right? There are hints in the office. Don't tell me that. Nope. Okay, so that didn't work. All right. Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we'll go back to the office. So 9083. We know it's not 908 and 3. So it's got to be 1 through 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. It's some combination of 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Is there anything on here? Just the Spaceballs. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. There isn't anything else left here, right? Come on, connect in. Services? Special orders. Place a special order. Metal detector. Approve order. Sure. Log out. Nope. Solve it without leaving this room. Okay. Paint and pint. So this is an A room. I still don't know what the alphabet bits mean. Okay. That's mom. I think this is Grunkle and Grant. Oh, the queen with the crown. Okay. Cranes, pointer hand. The hands always seem to point to some kind of hint. If Mole is Granty, who's the lady with the rogue moon necklace? That's a good question. Okay. Paint and Pint, it's not that. Queen, Count, Lord, Barons, Major. I don't think this doesn't tell us the combination, does it? No. March of the Count in black might be a hint. Yeah, there's a trunk on the floor, but there's no key. March of the Count. March of the Count. What did it say the code was again? Nine 083. 083. I thought if you did off by 1, it might solve some of it. March of the Count. This makes me... Is it just 1, 2, 3, 4? There's 3 statues on the shelves. Wait. 1, 2... 1, 1? 1, 2, 1, 1. Let's try 1, 2, 1, 1. There's 2 there. 2 there. 1, 1. 2, 2, 1, 1? Okay. Hand pointing in the direction of... I think the hand's just pointing to, like... can you pick up the statue? No. What year was the Count born? This guy had a year in another statue and another... The statues are not the same person. Right? So that's... This is a third guy altogether. This is a single. Shelf. 1, 2, 2. That's only 3 digits. This is why we need notes. 1, 1, 2, 1. I'll try that. Nope. Oh, it could be a 0. You're right. So 1, 2, 2, and then maybe a 0? Nope. It's not the shelf that we're on. Tessie is having a stroke. Three? 1, 2, 2, 3. How did you end up with that? The shelf positioning. There's one down there. 1, 2, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe? Maybe. No, we've done 1, 2, 2, 5 is another one. How do you have so many coins? We found the vault that had 40, and we started with a lot of gold. So this bugger right here. Not like the number of books next to him, right? Jeez, that would be annoying. Three, 4, 5. No, there's more than 9 there. How many busts of the count? 1, 2, 3. 3 count busts. Queen, count, Lord, Barons, Major. Queen, count, Lords, Baron, Major. Okay. There's 1 queen. There's 1 queen. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the counts. So 1, 4. The Lord. I think the bald guy's the Lord, right? 1, 4. Okay, hold on. There's 1 queen. There's 1 queen bust. The count is 1, 2, 3. And if we count the big one, 4. Then there is 1. There's 2. Oh no, but then this is too many guys. Do we count the count because colors, right? Maybe we don't. Queen, count. Lord, Baron, Major. Okay. There's 1 queen. This guy. I forget which guy that is. But there's only 1 of that guy. There is 1 of that guy. Is that guy this guy? No, different mustache. There's 1 of that guy. 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 And then there's 4 of that guy. Queen. So it's some combination of 1, 4, 1, 1. 1s and 4s. That's not. Nope. That's not it. Oh, wait, because there's a second of this guy. There's 2 of that guy. There's 2 of that guy. I missed this statue because it was behind me. So there's 1 statue that has 4. There's 1 statue that has 2. And then there's 3 statues that have 1. And we don't use 1 of the numbers. So it's some combination of 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 1, 4. One, 1, 2, 4. No. 2, 4, 1, 2. No. Well, the queen is first, right? Zero, 3, 0, 3. 3, the bust of the same guy in March of the count. Loki, you got it. Oh, there's a key. Oh, no, that's just the gem pen. This is number 8. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands, not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence, this incriminating, could be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating. With the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write this to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe, you interpret it as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, me. I want to personally assure you he was never in any tangible danger. If we gave any impression that we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in a very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this is not calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered of that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on the record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain. And you thought this letter couldn't get any more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh the culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope that this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the convenience, Forever Anonymous X. Is this a blackmail apology letter? That's a blackmail apology letter. That's wild. And that could be an 8, but that could also be an Ouroboros. I can't decide. XOXO Gossip Girl. That's a blackmail apology letter. Get the ukulele. Okay, we can go for the safe in the drawing room. Just because this can be the safe run. This can be the run where we crack all the safes since we have 61 gold and nothing to spend it on. Can't believe we got that rich. Okay. It's a bunch of people walking. It's threes. Threes and ones and threes. We're so rich and we're going to lose it all. Threes and ones and threes. Count the horsies. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 horses. There's 5 horses. Count but also this horse is facing the opposite direction of all the other horses. We don't have a room that we can do a gem. And I see the notebook. It hasn't arrived yet, Adrian. We're just playing a negative horse. Somewhere between 4 and 5 horses. Okay, women is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the droopy man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the upright man. 6, wait, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, now there's 3s over here. No, because there's triples. There's triples over here, and I don't know if we count the triples. And then there's the kids with extra. I think the fact that that says extra on it means that the kid is just extra. And the kid doesn't count. 5 golden rings. Okay. Little steps, big steps. Little steps, big steps. It's something with little steps and big steps. Oh, little steps. Is it Morse code? Only count that they all have arrows. They all have it. It's surely not. Is it Morse code? Dash, 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 dash. Yeah, that's too many dashes. Never mind. It can't be Morse code. Is it step length? But then what does that even... Is there anything on the easel? It's just Grandpa. Or Grunkle. It's just Grunkle on the easel. He's just sitting there. No. Just Grunkle on the easel sitting right here. Do I have to look where he was looking? Maybe only on the wall he's facing? Pull down the candle to reveal the safe. Oh, it does, because the arm is bent. Yes, okay. I was just looking around and it turned into a hand. Okay, so the picture just tells you to open the safe. That tells you how to open the safe. But if we look where the picture was looking, maybe it's this wall is the combination? Like this wall over here. So there's a 4, 2, 2, 3, and then 1. That's too many. All the safes have been 4 digits. Shortest to longest stride count, but that doesn't... Maybe? Oh, and then the kids are extra. Then the kids are extra. So 3, 1, 4, 2. 3, 1, 4, 2. Let's try that. That's not it. Unless... Is that shorter than that? That is shorter than that. 2, 2, 2, 1. One of the pictures is Striding Man, but the same kind as the left triple. No, it's not. Oh, should we do this wall maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7131. 7131. Nope. It's not the amount of characters in the picture, just the amount of that picture. You think? So could it be the number of unique figures on each wall? 3132. 3, 1. But there's 4 of the man. 3132. Let's check. Nope. Might be frames. Oh, okay. So let's count the number of frames of the smallest step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 of the smallest step. So keep track. 9 of those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9, 4. Oh, there's also this guy. 9, 4. Then we'll go the man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 4, 9, and then the horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9, 4, 9, 6. And if the kid is literally extra, no, we've done it wrong. Not frames. 0415 41504 041. Why 0415? Why 0415? Why was it that? Nomad, how'd you get there? Was it this wall? I understand there's a letter, but I want to know how Nomad got there, that I didn't just get given an answer. There's 4 women, but IDK the 15. I want you to tell me how that was the combination and how I was supposed to figure that out. Where's the 0? Don't. 4 women posters, 15 umbrellas. The umbrellas all have the same walking distance? 4 women posters. 15 umbrellas and have the same walking. 15 umbrellas? There's 2 pictures at the same stride. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Number 6. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless like wind-scarred plains. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been... We've been in this one run for an hour, by the way. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the iniquity of their parents. I, of course, write you all this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst-case scenarios. Not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary, I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Asserting everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass more quickly in the East. Mom got sent away. As for me and you, I've already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I'm too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I'm too attached to the home and our family has built up. Room by room. Yes, I have strong premonition I will be buried in red soil under red flags, a compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now to see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. May we yet meet again, your Uncle Herbert. So Mom fled the country. We're Simon. We are Simon. So Mom fled the country. Oh, no. Okay. This is locked. Yep. All right. So everything's locked. We're done. 07s to this run. We've gotten 2 safes. We've learned things. And we've gotten another letter. And then, interestingly enough, the 8 letter did not show up here. Because I think that's an Ouroboros letter, not an 8. 07s. $79 steps. All right. Next run. Oh, it hurts to lose all that money. I'm doing good solar. How about you? Day 10. We're poor again. Yay. Do we go to the outside again? Let's see what the first 3 rooms are. Oh, storeroom. That's an easy pickup. Coin, couple keys, and a gem. We can get a hallway. And we'll do the nook so we can get a key. Yeah, we're cooked. All right, let's go. Push through. No, we're not going to use a key right away on that. The lockpick set. Do we want it now, though? Oh, do we want it now? Because we can check it later. We can come back and check it in. Cool. So we have our lockpick set. Why wouldn't we want it? True. So there's an extra hallway in tomorrow's draft pool. Drawing room. We can get a gem.
Akira Strawberry 3
Akira,
just rated the
hello.
stream with 10 viewers.
Thank you for the
Thank you for
raid.
the
How you
support.
doing? Welcome in. We can get a little gold too while we're at it. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. We're playing some blueprints. We are mentally cooked, but we're making progress. Corridor is always unlocked. Perfect. We'll go back around to the drafting room in a second. Parlor. Okay. All 3 statements are false. 2 statements are false. The gems are in the box with the false statements. All 3 statements cannot be false. It breaks the rules of the game. So this must be false. 2 statements are false. The gems are in the box with the false statement. If 2 statements are false, then if 2 statements are false, then this statement must be false, which means this is true, which means this being false makes this true. The gems are in this box. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. Let's go around. This is going to cost us extra steps. But if we go around to here, we can firstly do that. And then we can open up this again. 0, 4, 1, 5. Enter. We get our gem. And we can draft from this room. And we get a free reroll if we want. Do we want the courtyard? We don't have a shovel. So we could just take the den. Or we could re-roll and try to get something that faces north. Let's just take the den. Okay. Chapel, closet, nursery. We have to take the chapel. Ooh, there's a gem here. Spooky music. I don't see anything else. We're cooked. This run is busted because the run's busted because it's all boxed in. So let's just select items and we'll go check our lockpicks back in. To the coat check? Yeah, we got to put the coat check back. Just a dead run, unfortunately. That's okay. See if there's a useful... Yeah, you're right. Let's go outside and see if we can get a useful item. And then we can check that instead of the lockpicks. But the lockpicks is feeling pretty good to be the best item to check in. But Akira, what were you up to on your stream today? Thank you for the raid. Sorry, I was very much just yapping for a bit there. Items for trade? Tool shed. We have to do the tool shed. Okay. Just building on Minecraft? Nice. All right. So do we cash in the lockpick set, right? We have to check the lockpick set. That's the smartest thing to put in. So up and then right. Check item. Lockpick. Can we check more than one item? You've already checked an item. Okay. Lockpick set it is. 07. Awful run. Day 10 was a complete waste. We don't talk about day 10. We don't talk about day 10. Day 11 is going to be better. That's not a high bar. I'm not even bothered to make this while I edit Lagundo playing Blueprints. Hi, people. Okay, let's do better this time. Pantry. Let's get some gold. Bedroom. Okay. This tells me that there's something under this, because those hands keep always pointing to something important. Let's do the parlor for gems. Oh yeah, new special interest unlocked, 100%. Okay. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the blue box are both empty. The other two statements have identical wording. So this is true. They are identical. But then if these are both false. Ooh, this is the first one that's actually a little bit hard. Okay. So if this is true, and this is true, if these are both true and those are both empty, then this must be false. There always has to be a false box. So if either of these is true, yeah, it's the black box. There we go. If either of these are true, both of these must be true. So both of these must be empty. So it has to be in here. Is the way the logic plays out. Perfect. We'll get a closet. We'll get some free items. Key and a gem. We'll take it. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. Okay, let's check to the left first. So that wouldn't. Oh, geez, these are awful. Let's get the spare room out of the pool. We can get the nook, so we get a key. Add a hallway. Let's double back. Oh, the storeroom is good, because then we can just go straight up from the entrance hall. That actually works out pretty nicely. It didn't say, did it say identical? You're right, it did say identical, but in my mind I was reading that like they were worded the same with just a few nouns changed, but yeah. Let's do the courtyard because we don't have any green rooms. Shovel! Let's go, shovel! Okay. More hallways. We're just gonna keep adding hallways to the pool. Secret passage? No, let's just do corridor for right now. For right now. So, let's see what's here. Oh, I don't know what to do here. Let's do the den. Let's get a gem. The garage. Perfect. 3 keys. No, Jay, you do need to take a break. You do need to play this game instead of constantly building in Minecraft. For God's sakes, take a break. All right, so that takes us to here. I'm not going to worry about going right now because I want to save that off of the entrance for the moment. Library. Yeah, library actually works because then our book is available that we requested. Yes. Perfect. The History of Arindia, 2nd edition by Caleb Manning. uncle, then Mary Jones, then the detective, then us just now. Interesting. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. That is some real Ministry of Truth level shit. You know, the stuff that America is just careening towards. This is... Oh, you can't make this up. No, don't censor it. It's fine. Blank. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen. E of the elder generation. Yet we must something permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Oh boy. How much? Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to go back. Okay, there's a lot here. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as a Era, by the ascension of the first king, blank, whose name, Horus, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Horus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and surviving records of these bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Lore! Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus by the end of the 1st century. The blank, blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank, a new kingdom was born, and they censored the name of the castle. It was the 4th king blank who split the vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province, the heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift, blank, 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 blank. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Aries, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not developed, but a good deal more vast than his eldest brother's lot. To the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted the southern region of Araja, a land steeped in tradition. Jesus. As the Second Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing unique character and culture that set them apart from another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd Era was defined by commerce between 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for a promise of a prosperous and bright future. Notice that the middle one is like double censored. They censored the symbol too. The 4th Era. As the kingdom entered into the 4th Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desilet III was a something, king who often was seen blank, 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 drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry of the court, but the masses as well. The size was renowned as the king of something. No one, when he made the decision to move something, surviving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice and something. were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his something, something, something common folk. These blank voices planted the seed something which took root in something grand city of Fen. I'll come back to this note. Oh my God, there's so much more. After the passing of King Dasilis III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Something, 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 something. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the something, something, something Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. Declaration was bolstered by a blank number of supporters due to the fact that Dasilis IV shared blank, blank, blank little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from their frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. You couldn't have censored that. However, instead of restoring order, what it ensured was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once the center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield, and the cries of the innocent echoed through the city's streets stained in red. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arc-Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. Right? The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners, red is the current monarch, were hoisted in honor of the fallen Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives in the south, forever exiled. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen-Ares, Arch-Ares, and Eurasia, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connections to this land remain strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realm serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past that we censor horrifically because we are afraid of the actual truth. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, land, myth, and wonder, a land that has sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of the fathers, the mothers, our children, and something that we pretend doesn't exist. And then that's censored out. Okay, let's see what this note says. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning, with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much a help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If this is the case, then I say well done and fair play. Perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, the Red Guard. Okay, so that first edition book's got to be hidden in here somewhere. So this is the second edition, and it's been redacted. The first edition book's hiding in this room somewhere. Like, somewhere there's a safe. Right? Somewhere there's a safe hidden in one of these rooms. There's gotta be lore. Also, I have 7 keys. I'm opening this. Ooh. Dice. Okay. That's actually really good. There's gotta be lore hidden somewhere in this room. There's got to be the first edition book hidden somewhere in this room. So, yes, somewhere in here we will find the first edition book, but that is useful to at least see the censored version. Okay. Okay, we have options here. Drafting Studio. Select a new floor plan to permanently add it to your estate's draft pool so we can get a new room. Or we can go to the music room and get a minor key and a major key. I think we're good on keys. I want to get the house better, so let's go to the drafting room. Ooh. Money. The Great Hall partitioning plan for Tuesday, November 17th. Drafting Strategy, Volume 1. Drafting Spectrum by the editor, Most Violent Dreams, Guide to Bedrooms, Guide to Green Rooms, Hallways, Shops, Red Rooms, Multicolored Floor Plans, and a word from the editor. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. Okay. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it is true that most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color for which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally, they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans created colored paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Horus, was decidedly more difficult to affix in architects' revisions to. And so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to other realms. Oh, God. By the Fourth Era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. All right, so just real quick. So bedrooms, violet, you get steps. We know that that's true. Green rooms, lightning, if your attention span, you might want to pop to another stream. I read everything. I'm sorry. Green rooms is gems, and then we can get the shovel and the watering can. Extra items often. Good to know. Hallways orange gives you keys. Usually 3 to 4 doors, rarely extra items. The foyer, the lockpick kit, and the hall pass. That's a hall pass. That's a new item. We haven't seen that. Shops is gold. That makes sense. Red rooms. Social resource. Vexation. Yeah, problem rooms. Shelter, tomato soup, and skilled players. The book is literally saying get good. That's awesome. Prismatic rooms. This I want to read. You may on rare occasions notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with the colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while orange and green might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is very useful multicolored floor plan as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. As we reach the end of this, we hope you found valuable insights. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colorful. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as a display of their own power, some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find a color we call our own. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add it to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Okay. When you draw the Dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Tomorrow, you will start with 1 key for each clock tower room you draft today. Or gambling. It's got to be gambling, right? Look, Clock Tower on this stream. We could do it, right? But gambling. Chat, I will let you decide. Do we do gambling or do we do blood on the clock tower? I will let you choose. Stupid question. I figured. Oh, it costs 2 gems though. That's an expensive room. The chat yearns for the casino. Yeah, okay. You've successfully added the casino permanently to your draft pool. I saw that coming a mile away. Okay. We can get food. Or we can do this. Or we can re-roll. We have 2 dice. Should we re-roll? To try to not get dead-end rooms? I mean, the kitchen's not a dead end. Let's go to the kitchen. That works for now. What do we got here? Morning room to the pool. Sure, we'll take that. And we can't afford anything else. Oh. Locksmith, we're pretty good on keys. We have to do the gym, so we're not going to box ourselves in. That's a security door. Sucks. The morning room. This is new. Tomorrow you will start with 2. The only problem is if we do that, we can't go north. So I think we have to take the dining room. Here. Oh. No shoes. Okay, so the dining room. Oh, I see a gem. Let's do the down first. Coat check. The drawing room. Or the billiard room. I don't think we need the lockpick. We're really good on keys right now, so let's do this. We can go to the billiard room. We can do the math puzzle. So, 15. 2 plus 3 plus 8 is 13. 16 minus 3 minus 1 is 12. Where's 12? 12. 15 minus 10 is 5 times 3 is 15. Yes. 20 minus 14 is 6 times 3 is 18. There we go. We got 2 keys. So as long as we don't box ourselves in, we should be good on locked doors for a while. Speaking of, chapel gets us through. We could also make this a dead end so that way we get the observatory. Let's just do chapel for here. Any gold in the benches? No, and no gold up here. Boudoir, the dark room. It actually connects across to the hallway, so that's actually pretty good. Because we just have one room to... Really wish I could read the notes in here. Let's do the middle one and hope. Oh, we got the utility closet. Wait, hold on. Hold on. We got the power on. Turn that off. What was the correct combination? It was off, blue, green, Red, purple, right? Blue, and then that needs to be that. Red. That needs to be red, and then that can be there. That can be red, purple. Perfect. Off, blue, green. No, we just lost all our purples. Oh, because to get to a white, we have to have everything be purple, right? There. Red, purple. Purple. Red, purple. Okay. There's a way to do it. Red, purple. Red, purple. Boop, red, purple. Boop, red, purple. How do I get the fourth purple? There was a way to do it, right? Okay. Okay. So that's all purple now. So that needs to be white. Okay. What did I just open? What did I just open? Oh! Okay. What is that? The Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with 2 gems. We just permanently have 2 gems now. Oh, that's awesome. The noise I just made when I solved that. That was very silly. Also, we can finally look at the stuff in here. Okay. A photo. Grandpa taking a selfie. Another selfie. Oh, this is the orchard outside. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said that the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. An enlarged print. So somewhere in the West Wing is this. All right. Oh, there's something in that heart, and I can't make it out. I wish we had a magnifying glass. There's something in that heart, and I can't figure it out. $11 something or 14 something. I don't know. I can't tell. Okay, that's Granty at the desk. That's a couple the employees again. That's a better photo of the employees. Okay. Interesting. Can I look at any of those? No. The same underdeveloped photo. Road and rod. So this is an A room. I still don't know what that means. Something 02 in this letter on the tree. Grandpa taking his selfies. Oh, there's something on that note. Okay, let's see if we can find a magnifying glass. If we can find a magnifying glass, we need to get back here. What a pull. That was awesome. The heart might be on the tree outside. We can go check. We'll probably have to check at the start of the next run. Okay, if we can get back here, magnifying glass, that's actually huge. Okay, so that leads across to the hallway. So all of this side is unfortunately closed off. Our only way up is the dining room right now. We have 2 dice. So we can re-roll to make sure that we get north. And we have keys to spare. Okay, we have to re-roll to get further north. We have to re-roll again. Because if we don't get further north, we're done. The veranda. Which is a new room. Shovel! No, it's the metal detector. We have a shovel, though. A few pebbles. Not worth picking up. Unfortunate. Pebble? Coin. Eat. Is there anything left here? There is a spot in the gymnasium, but I'm trying to find a magnifying glass. Okay, so I don't see anything else here. This is just, okay. Morning room. Tomorrow you will start with 2 gems. So we'll start with 4. That's actually great. And that also is immediately plus 2 gems. Gold. 2 gems. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until the final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of this announcement and his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will perpetuated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumed heir. The much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones has been missing, presumed deceased for the past 6 years. His mom fled the country. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. We have not heard about that yet. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's old son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers. We're only 14 years old? Jeez. Who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, the vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for his tests of mettle and wit, it's clear the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. Dig. Turn up. Oh, nice. 6 steps. Upgrade disc. Okay. Do we have a terminal anywhere? We don't. Okay, so we need to find a computer. We need to find a computer, and we need to try to find a magnifying glass. And we just need to hope for as many rooms as we can manage. Crap! Immediate dead end. Immediate dead end. Wait, no, the boudoir goes up. The boudoir has a door. Never mind. I'm mistaken. Okay, let's open this for the... gem. I don't see shoes. Those are not our shoes. We cannot wear those. Wait, was there shoes back here? No, no shoes. It costs an extra step, but it's worth it. That's okay. We have keys for days. The observatory gives us another out. Used by the door, look down. I don't see shoes. The door that you just opened. Also not our shoes. I do not think heels will assist in traversing the house. Okay, let's see what we get. Apples are extra delicious today. Neat. Magnifying glass? Magnifying glass? No. Okay. More keys. We are hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Commissary. Items for sale. We have a metal detector. So let's buy a couple gems. So that way we do not end up getting priced out of certain high quality rooms. Like the one that we just needed to... Oh my goodness, if we didn't buy those gems, we would have been stuck. Passageway. Passageway that's blocked on 3 sides, but it... Oh. It's blocked on 4 sides. Is there anywhere else we can go? We can go to the outside room and see what we get there. But, I mean, we did awesome. That's huge. We unlocked the gem mine. That's massive. Oh, wait. There's also this side of... Oh, no. That's a security door. That's why we couldn't go that way. 15, 14. We might not be able to make it. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I think we will be able to just make it. $12, 11, 9. Yes, we are hooked on this game. This has been so much fun. Where did you find the color code for the gem mine? In the email in the office about the security system. 5. And we didn't buy food. See what we can get here. Make an offering. We don't have that. Trading post items for trade. It's a little late for that. Let's just do the shelter and see what's in here, because I don't think we've explored this room yet. A terminal! Yes, we got the upgrade disc. Oh, that's huge. Time lock safe. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. I mean, it doesn't really matter now. Okay. Exit, but we can use the upgrade disc. Oh, the time lock safe. Wait, hold on. The time lock safe is right here. What day is today? It's November 16th? Because this is run 11. Floor upgrade program. November 17th. Okay. The Nook. Hey, I think Nook's going to get more keys. You will always draw the library while drafting in this room. That's actually really good because we can guarantee books. I think reading Nook to library is the play. Yes. Yes. Reading, because that's perfect. Upgraded that. Okay, so time lock safe. Set unlock date. So in game, it is November 17, I think. No, because we came here on November 1st. And this is run number 11. So it's November 16th. I don't know what time it is, though. Now we just wait for a bit. Oh, did I mess it up? The minimum time of an hour? I think I've messed up. $17th at 8 p.m. Perfect. Exit. There's a letter, you said? There is a letter. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed to your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing the shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. While the 3 of you are down there. Is this where we hid out with Mom before Mom fled the country? Maybe? It'll almost certainly have something, but the question is red letter. Like, it's going to have a red letter, but how do we know when it opens? Anything back here? No. I don't know what time of day it is. That's the thing. And log into the network, maybe? Connecting the network. Maybe somewhere on the network it has date and time. It's too late. We don't have the steps to make it back. View active terminals. Staff service. Punch in and out. Punch in and out. Oh. I thought maybe there was a time clock here. I was about to be big brain. I'm like, I thought maybe there was a time clock here. Okay. Can you set it to open the next day? Maybe, but we could also just go to the next day. Because look, yeah, we're going to lose steps, and it costs us another 3 steps to get into the house. Hi, Lightning. Yeah, it costs us another 3 steps to get into the house. We won't be able to... We won't... Because when we cross this, we go down to 2... Let's go over to that tree. When we cross this, we go to 1. Yeah. Grab extra gems from the mine directly. Maybe. There's also that door there, which looks interesting. But there's our campsite. There's the mine. Here's the mine that we've now unlocked. So we just have a gem. You've used all your steps and must now call it a day. All right. Cool. We're done. 07's to an amazing run. Multiple permanent uplocks. Uplocks? Multiple permanent unlocks. Huge. Huge win. Also, it was day 11. Okay. Save and continue. One more run. $8 a.m. I can see it on the outside of the house. We could have seen it on the outside of the house. Let's go check. So we have 4 gems right away. That's actually huge. 48. So it's 8 a.m. What day is today? Root cellar, trading post. Let's do the root cellar, because maybe we can get shovels. Ito? Oh, family tree. Baron Thomas Sinclair. Okay. So, mole lady is Clara Espin. That's grandma. So the lady with the mole is grandma. Mary Espin Marigold is mom. And then we're hovering down here. So that's grandma, that's mom, and that's great grandma. That's great grandma, mom. I mean, the date doesn't matter now because now we don't have the shelter again, but great grandpa had a great stash. I wish I had facial hair that looked that good. I just have the tiniest bit of scruff. Okay, this might be disadvantaging the run, but I want to go over and look and see if we can find the art on the tree. I have a feeling that contains something important. Or can we go to this space and just mine for extra gems? Oh, but there's lore. Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here. So Dave went ahead and made a call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now, there's still 1 more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. The boss informed us that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Blue fire. I've made blue fire. I wonder if that's permanent. That doesn't feel permanent. Here, over here is the apple tree. This is costing us a lot of steps, but... Oh, it's chopped down! That's what the stump was. The tree was right here. Ah. Oh. What did we say? 11 something? Like, it looked like 1127? No. $11.28. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20 steps. Oh, that's huge! So every day from now on, we have 20 extra steps. That's massive. What are you? What are you? Sundial. Okay, I don't know how to read a sundial. I mean, we read the paper and we got the 11, so we just had to do 2 numbers. Gardener's logbook, April 10th, 1992 to question mark. When I first came to the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate in as much as pertains to horticultural and general tomfoolery. Among with my duties, I have been tasked with the conversion and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. Conservation. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west ground has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuring closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, though if I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself would take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. So, so there's a bunch of green rooms that only work on the outside of the house. Oh, this is good. Okay, somebody take a screenshot of this. 2 weeks to do some difficulty, higher project was suspected. The room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. So these are like the best squares to put the green rooms. Smudge pots. There's one of those out there. I'm going to probably make a channel for blueprint stuff for us, and we're going to take collective notes on Discord. Actually, I'm doing that right now. Boop, boop, boop. Cavern here. I'm going to make a forum. Called Blueprints Notes. And I just moved it under gaming. Just start throwing notes in that forum, please, on the Discord. Yeah, Tessie, no spoilers. Only stuff we've discovered on this stream, please. But that would be good to know. Thankfully, these renovations do not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here and in the orchard are a crucial necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estates. Jack
Saws _ just rated the stream
Jack
with 28
Saws.
viewers. Thank you for the support.
It does not know how to say your name. Jack Kaz, thank you very much for the raid. How you doing, buddy? How's your stream? How's things going? We're playing some more blueprints, and we are very addicted to this house building puzzler, and it has been very fun to get my brain off of Minecraft a little bit to do something different, because this has been a blast. Jack Kaz, yeah. Jack Kaz raid. Hi, FaZe. Hi, Tings. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. What were you up to on stream today? Okay. The smudge pots found amongst the apple trees here. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources. Wait. This is new. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion. I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Arinda, currently in the cloister, with a much more appropriate angel. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think that Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate about the subject for the better part of our lunch. That's one of the statues down in the crypt. We've seen that. It is a wordplay on blueprints, but it is also blueprints. Ooh, fire. Okay, so now we have two of the torches lit. I don't know what this means. We just unlocked some major upgrades to ourselves in this roguelike. So I can explain this game by getting to the house and showing you how it works. Right? The gist of it is we're building a house. We're trying to get into this room. And to get into that room, we have to draft rooms from a pool. And in drafting the rooms, you only have the number of steps that you see in the top left-hand corner. Right? The rooms are random every time. So you go up to a door and you're like, what's on the other side of this door? And then you learn it's like a storeroom. So in here, you'll find a coin and a couple keys and a gem. And that's it. That's all that room is. And every time you cross a door, it costs a step. And the goal is to get up here. And it is pretty decently complicated. Okay. We just upgraded this. So we'll go to the reading nook. It is a giant framed picture of a safety pin. So in every room, we've learned this. There are either playing cards in multiple playing cards, or you have two paintings. And I don't know what this means, but you have two paintings that share everything except one letter. Oh yeah, that's face and ace. Okay, so those are correct. This is pray and pry. So this room is an A. I don't know what that means, but this room is an A. And it hurts my brain. And then you go to the next room, and we just upgraded this. So now we'll always have the library off of... We always have the library off of the reading nook. So we can request another book. We can request the Sightseer's Guide, because I don't think we've seen that one yet. So this is stare, and this is star. So this is an I. So F-A-I. I don't know what that means. We still haven't figured that out. But yeah. Okay. The rotunda can rotate? This is new. This is new. We've yet to see this room. Wheel. Okay, so now we can go this way. And we can rotate the floor plan? Are you serious? Oh, that's huge. I need that to point up. Perfect. That's awesome. So now if we add this, we add another hallway to the pool for tomorrow. And now we're going through all the doors. Kitchen, we don't really have a lot. We can get the pantry so we can get gold. Banana. Oh boy. Do we do the closet since we have the hallway right next door? We can get 2 items. That actually might be worthwhile. Or do we do the corridor so we can just get up? We should do the corridor because this is the side of the building that can have the green rooms. Well, parlor it is. Okay. A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. A box next to this box is true. So let's work it through. So if this is true, that means this box contains gems, which means this box is false, which means this box is false, which means it's the white box. If this is true, then they both have gems. That can't be true. If this is true, then this is true, and they both have gems, so this can't be true, so it's the white box. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. Only one box has a prize. The other two are always empty. Yep. I'm so good at this game. Okay, the chapel, the hallway. I don't want too many hallways in tomorrow's pool, so we will open up the chapel. Do we have a shovel? Don't. Dang, I thought we had a shovel. Okay, let's see what's down here. The breaker box, which we've already done. The secret passage. Mighty, let me tell you, this chapel is like not even top 10 in the weirdest rooms that exist in this house. Okay. Leads to a room of your choice. And then we need to have it go to a blue room. Oh, but there's no blue book. We need to have it go to a green room. Wait! Oh, that's such a scam. Because there was no room behind the secret passage room. It didn't work. That's a scam. Okay, do we go for the archives or do we go for the... Yeah, let's do the archives. I could have rotated the bedroom. The archives make sense because I do want to look for something in here. In somewhere in here, could there be that like first edition book that we're missing? Laboratory. Okay, we need this back. Okay, we need the laboratory room. I'm going to open this and hope that there's a wrench. Now, how do we fix it? I don't think we can fix it. Ooh, 3 gems is worthwhile. But let's start an experiment. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. The next... Oh, I should have waited for the trunk stuff. Okay. When drafting, if you... Okay. Whenever you open a locked trunk, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in the house. Whenever we add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. So the next 3 times you open up a locked trunk, that's the only one we can trigger multiple times. I think gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in the house is probably the best bet. Experiment started. I should have waited. Because now we'll get a key back. So at least right now it's immediately net neutral to open up chests. We should have waited though, because then it would have been net neutral to do that. Well, as soon as we get another hallway, then we get 2 keys for using a key. Oh, this is terrifying. Okay, spare room. It's just steps. We'll use a key. Okay, so now we have another hallway. So now if we use a key on a chest, we get 2 keys. So we just need to hope and pray that we don't get locked doors. Crud. Let's go up. Items for sale. We might be able to buy a key. See, that's planet and plane. So this is a tea room. I don't know what that means. Nope. I can't afford any of this. I want to not buy the gem right away. Acid red gives us the most doors. Go down first. Boiler room. We can do the thing. We can do the thing. Okay. We can do the thing. We need to figure out how to send power to the experiment room. Oh boy. Okay. This is a lot. Okay. We can do the grid board thingy, push 3 up after 9, right? We just need to figure out how to turn this thing on. Okay, so that's putting power to that. Okay. And then if we... Okay, so that needs to be on actively. Okay. I just got the... Okay, so that one's active. I was just able to reach that. So now... That does... If I go there... That opens here. Okay. Oh, I see something. Elevator. Oh, more power. Okay. And I can drop this. Perfect. So now that gate's open. So that goes... Don't tell me I've scuffed it. Please don't tell me I've scuffed it. Okay, so that's 1 power in. Awesome. Pipe needs to point up. That's 2 power in. That's 2 power in. That's this one. Points up. And now this can go that way. Points that. So that's 3 power in. I think I've done it. Okay. This is now on. So we have to go back over towards the lab. So 1, 2, 3, 4 power. 4. Can't open that door. Let's see what rooms are off of here. That's locked. Right? Where's the other door? We're getting spooky sounds. I'm sending this to the right place, right? Oh, shoot. I don't. Maybe it has to go that way, so it's pointing roughly towards the laboratory. I'm hoping. You can reopen the door now that the boiler is activated. Okay. Don't want to go there. Do I have to go there? Yes, I have to go up. I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That door can be... Oh, this door. No, I can't. Oh, but if I push the power towards it, I can. So now this can be opened? No. No, that's not it. I really hope if I do that, it points it towards the experiment room. Okay, let's see if this works. So... I'm so nervous that that's not going to work. Okay, we maybe have steps to make it. Three. Laboratory. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. That. How am I supposed to figure out which... It has to be pipes all the way. It has to be pipe. Pipe is behind you. Okay. Oh, we're gonna run out of steps. 1, 2, 3. That gives us 9. 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the?
We've messed up. We physically cannot get there and back. We're out of steps. We're out of steps. We can try these doors. That's locked. Oh, geez. Okay, so the room is powered because of the direction of the thing. So let's launder some money. Might as well send ourselves some money. Oh, gems, keys. I have misunderstood what launder money means. Swap steps and gems. That won't help. Swap stars. Swap die and keys. Nope. That won't do what I was hoping. That's a bummer. Give me a drink. Yep. 4. We gotta go over here. Maybe there's lore. I didn't see anything. That's locked. That's now pushing that way. Immediately went for the bleach. What can I say? See, that actually might have pushed power that direction over the chapel and via the archives. We can check. Three. That's locked. Yep. 2. 1. That's a bummer. We almost could have done the... Now we know how it works. You're right. That's productive, but oh, that's heartbreaking. But actually, wait. Now we get 20 extra steps. Now we can do a bigger run. And we start with 2 gems. Okay, one more run. One more run. Day lucky number 13. This can only go well. That's so good. All right, let's do the outside thing just in case. RNG is brutal. Always looking the bright. No, I'm happy. Like, we're making a lot of progress. What's our outside today? Let's do the tool shed. Oh, we could have done the... No. Wrench. Okay. We need to pray. We need to pray that we can find the 2 rooms that we accidentally made horrifically rare. If we can find security and laboratory and make them common again, that will be a lifesaver. I'm going for the storeroom right away so we don't have keys. RNGesus be kind. Yes, so this is a pin and a pine. So the storeroom is an E room. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. Oh, bird. I saw that. My little bird. Burp. RNGesus be kind. Reading nook. Perfect. E library. Okay. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account by our own Sir Andrew Darrell. So, Mrs. Babbage, Lord Evanson, M. Lowry, and then us. And today is November 19th. The third largest city in Fen Airs, the site of former capital Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens. Most popular attraction is a guaranteed crowd pleaser. The Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Aryan canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, its mind-boggling variety of flowers, the reason springtime in Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. The cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Then this is Featherfall Keep. After the death of Lord Espen, his oldest son, Lionel Espen, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction. The estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed that by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Arinda Airs when Reddington was still the capital. Featherfall, that was the name of the castle that was censored in the other book. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil rolling fogs, clear water, and gilding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Air's premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. Tapping ahead. Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, that feels important. Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. Then there's the bazaar. Oh, map. Screenshot the map. Good to know. Got our book. So yeah, they are in Star, so the library is in Ivory. Laboratory and security. Which one do we want back first? Let's get security back first. Oh my god, we got both right away. Okay. Common. We want it to be common, right? Do we want it common or standard? I can't decide. Common. Yes, common. We have security. Welcome back, my friend. I missed you. Keycard system. System settings. Security level to low. Offline mode to unlocked. Back. Exit. Huge. Huge having this room back. Then this connects back to here. This is the only door we have now, though, so that's a little scary. Commissary. We only want security high when we have the doors off. And the doors are not off right now. Hallway. The drawing room lets us re-roll. So let's do the drawing room and hope that we get... Hope that we can get the laboratory so we can make it common again. What did we say it was? 0415 or is it 1504? No, 0415. Okay. Please, laboratory. Redraw. Courtyard. Do we have a shovel? We have a shovel. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Interesting. Gems. The kitchen, the closet, or the chapel? The chapel gets us another spin. I think it's worth it. Come on, laboratory. Laboratory. Close. Close, but not exactly. Let's do the parking. Yeah, we're poor, so we can't be taxed. The other two boxes are true. The other two boxes are blue. The other two boxes are empty. Okay. The other two boxes are blue. Has to be false. The other two boxes are true. This already has to be false, which means this is false, which means this is true, which means this is where the gems are. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. Bloxes. Yes, bloxes. As much as I would love the garage for 3 keys, we need as many doors as we can get to try to reroll for the... We need the laboratory. We need the laboratory. We need to get it. And we need to make it common again. Hallway, dining room, or the coat check. Dining room. This run is all about getting the laboratory back. The boiler room! Oh my goodness, if we can get it this time. Let's make the boiler room common. Oh, it's just on now. It's just on now. That's huge. Okay. And then I heard what you were saying about using this to potentially power this door so we can open this door too. Okay, and then to get that... No problem. That does not help with that situation. That powers that door. That can go that way now. That can go that way, so I can get the elevator. Perfect. Okay, let's not unlock that yet. Also, you all are saying that there was dirt. There's dirt. A nail. Bad dirt. Not good dirt. Okay. Before we unlock that with the key, Oh, that hurts. Okay, so this way doesn't. This way is a dead end. We can get the boudoir. Oh, but that dead ends as well. So we might as well just get the bunk room. Nursery. You're right. Nursery might be the play. Get 5 right away. Get a few steps back. When have you draft a bedroom? Okay. Laboratory. Okay. Hallway. Walk-in closet might be good. Observatory. Oh, shoot. We're getting so far away from the boiler room at this point. I don't know if to pick the observatory or the spare room. I'm just doing the spare room. I want to save my gems. Maybe we can get the laboratory off of this one. Nope. Billiard. I'm just hoping somehow the pipes are just hidden above the roof. $19 minus 14. 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 18. What's purple? Divided by 6 is 3. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. 18 plus 4 is 22. Minus 8. No, there's a time somewhere in there. 18 minus 8 is 10. Times 4 is 40. Divided by 20 is 2. Oh. Okay. We have the key card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would cost us 10 steps to get back to the room to turn the security level to high. Which I think we want to do. Shoot. I wasted a step. Because then if we can have electronic key cards, then we don't have to worry as much about... We don't have to worry about physical keys, of which we are dangerously at 0. Excuse me. Keep pushing. Thank you. Sorry. Sneezed. Drawing room. Commissary. Into security. And we can up security level to highest. Okay, oop. Accidentally turned off that monitor. Okay. Confirm settings. Back. Okay. We now have the security key card. I mean, if nothing else, we've got the security mode. Offline is already unlocked, yeah. If nothing else, we've gotten the security room back, and that's huge. Well, that's a dead end. We need to risk getting regular keys. So we need to do the closet. Bedroom is +7, but I think we need a regular key in case we start hitting locked doors. Running shoes. That's actually really good. And a key. Perfect. So running shoes will help us preserve some of our steps. See, the running shoes saved us a step there. Okay. I'm going to divert the power being this way. Okay. Let's hope. Let's hope. We have one key. We can afford this door to be locked. Let's check behind the counter just in case. Yeah. We've had a very productive stream, Curio. Okay. I know what one I want to take. I want to take the workshop and make it more common. But also, y'all are going to demand gambling. I want to take the workshop and make it more common, but y'all are going to demand gambling. Workshop more important. Wheel, workshop. Okay, chat is being sensible. Chat is being sensible. Commonplace workshop. Wonderful news. Magnifying glass. Is this new? Stones cut by hand and letters wrought to tell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, that's what the room letters are for. The true box does not always contain the prize. We already know that. Okay. So, can we get... This might be stupid. Running shoes and keycard are not compatible. Not compatible. Dang. Magnifying glass and shovel? No. No. Shovel and running shoes? No. Okay, none of my items are compatible. Shovel shoes. I was so excited for shovel shoes. So door, and I don't know what the tag 10 is. Right? The tag in 10, I don't know what that is. Like, oh, coast and cost. Coast and cost. So this would be an A room. Can't chat. There's no chat functionality. Yeah, coast and cost. So this would be an A room, which makes sense. Okay. Now I'm of two minds. One mind, rumpus room. We get another spooky message from the dude. But if we go to the passageway, we get more doors that we can roll to try to get the laboratory back in play. So I'm gonna do the passageway. Long term, this is the play. And we have the key card. Let's do the pool. That'll have a lot of gold. Oh, this sucks, but believe it or not, the dark room is the best play here because it gives us the most doors. Now let's check the regular door. Kitchen could get us some steps. So let's do this in this order. Pool first. We get the gold. Oh, and we have a security door off of here. Perfect. The office, we can't afford. The Great Hall has 7 locked doors, which sucks. I don't want to freeze our accounts just yet. So let's just do... Can't afford that. There could be key cards in the Great Hall. Nope, it's just regular locked doors. I'm not going in there just yet. That's locked. We are close to the end, but the thing is, if you get up against it, it still doesn't guarantee it because there's walls that are down and there's levers that you need to pull that like do that. Plus 5 steps for every red room in your house. That's actually huge. Okay. I want to save the special key for right now. Where else can we go? We can go 2 rooms off the dark room. So that's off. Okay. Great. More red rooms. The furnace room. Okay. Pump room is actually useful. Let's make this common as well. I got so excited. I saw blue and I got so excited. What happens if we flood the kitchen? Or like we drain the reservoir? Or we turn off the fountain? Like, lab costs a gem. Does it cost a gem? Okay. I've never been in here before, so let's check this. Okay, we get a coin. I think this is just a dead end and penalty room. I don't see any lore hidden in here. Unless we could power it. I wonder what happens if you supercharge the furnace. But it's too far away from the boiler room. I don't think we can even supercharge it if we wanted it to. Like I don't know how the boiler room determines which direction goes to which power source, if that makes sense. So it's tricky. Okay. Let's use our last key. Why are all the rooms hot? Okay. Because we have a furnace. That makes sense. Secret passage doesn't help because antechamber is right behind it, so it can't lead to another room. Yeah. So I don't want to lose half of our steps. That's awful. No, that's awful for us. Less likely to find items. But then again, like, okay, we can maybe get off of the Great Hall. We can maybe get off the Great Hall. We just need to be careful about which door we unlock. We have one special key. I don't think we can go back. Nope. Once you have drawn floor plan, you must select one. I think the mage chamber... Okay. Weight room. I think we have to take it because it gives us the most door. We have to take it. And then we'll roll off of the weight room. Cause see, like there's a wall here. There's a way that you can make that wall come down, but I don't know what it is. So house and hose. This is a U room. I don't know what that even means. Could buy more food. Oh. Archives goes in all directions. It's the most doors. It's the most doors. Okay, I want to save the silver key. I don't think I'm going to get a choice. Okay. It is a 1 gem 4-star rarity. There is a chance that this is the laboratory. Yes! Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Common lab. Oh, we're back, baby. Okay. Oh, we're back at it. We're good. And I made the boiler room common too, so now we could run experiments more often. Oh, that's huge. So it needs to be in from this way. So yeah, we can't even get back to the boiler room. We can't fix it, but that paid off. That paid off huge. All right, let's see if we can make an experiment. Oh. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Are there any security doors left unopened? I think this is like anything that says permanently, we should do. So we could start with gold if we do this right. So we need to find some security doors. There's potentially off the Great Hall. There's 2 shots off of Archive. I think this is our best shot here. We're going to use the silver key. Conference room gives us 2 doors that could potentially be security doors. They're not. That's a bummer. Okay, let's see what we can get. That's locked. That's locked. Bummer. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can just get to the Great Hall. Maybe some of the Great Hall doors are security doors. We can go this way. 2. No, we can't. We've messed up. I have messed up. Okay. 4, because this is going to cost us 2. No, it doesn't. Doop, boop. Okay, we can do this. 2, 1. We've now entered the Great Hall. Okay. That red note in the conference room is the note about the code in the office. Look, we have fixed our mistake. We've made the rooms more common. We have solved our problem. That was, for all intents and purposes, a 5-star run. Huge for our overall progression. Absolutely huge for our overall progression. Oh my god. West Wing favored. Interesting. Huge. Want to do one more. I have to code and I have to record tonight. So I'm going to be a good boy and I'm going to code and I'm going to record tonight. But we can do one more. We can do one more. One more run. I am very easily persuaded. Day 14. This is perfect. We're 2 weeks in the house now. It's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. All right, 20 steps. Do we go out to the... Yeah, let's go to the outside space first. So we're 20 steps and 2 gems up for every run. I've desperately needed a break. I've been very productive for the last 2. Add 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Shoot, what day is today? What day is today? What day is today? Are we sure today is the 20th? Are we sure? Yes, because yesterday was the 19th on the book, right? Okay, 10 a.m. So we'll just open in a little bit. So we just chill. It just opened. No, it did not. As long as it's 1 hour in the future, once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Yeah, but game time seems to progress. An hour buffer. No, I saw that. But game time seems to just progress because we watch the clock just count. Currently 8-ish. Currently 8-ish, so we can't set it to 9. 10 a.m. is the earliest we can say it. Set it. Isn't it? Will it give me a notification that says, like, the safe is open? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to look at the clock. And if the clock is progressing naturally, we can just wait. It is 6, 7. It is 8:30 right now. 8:30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in here. 4. I'm going to step out here. 3. Okay, so each step is about... No, time's just moving. Time's just moving. Okay, so let's just get a couple rooms. Let's just get a couple rooms and then we'll head outside. Okay. Let's get a den. Right? Boop. Let's get our reading nook. Get our key. Get our library. You'd have to ask Grunkle. Grunkle does not control the flow of time. The fixed stars. Drafting strategy. We haven't seen that book yet. Ooh. Ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems to 2. Their costs 1. And then we have 2. That's wonderful. Clara and Simon. Nice. Under the stars, the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, the music swells, and at the end, the clock strikes 12. What that means, only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling. The true time lost in past romance. I play the piano. Every game ever. Play the piano. So watch this. So we'll spend 2 gems. We'll step out here. We'll step in here. We'll get 2 gems, and we'll step back. And now we can go back. And now Simon and Clara are my parents, right? My grandparents. Okay. It's almost 6, 7, 8. It's almost 9 o'clock. R and true are bolded. Correct. I think I'm Simon Jr. Laboratory. Right away. That's huge. Okay. Lab. Let's get a good experiment running. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. For each bedroom you draft after your second, you set your steps to 40. The next 3 times you open a trunk, you gain... These are not great experiments. There are numbers at the top of the page. We can have a big poem for all the other rooms. That's true. So R and true were bolded. And in the music in the what was the other room that we were into? Whenever you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then set your steps to 40. That could be good. For each bedroom you draft after the second, set your steps to 40. So I think whatever it is, it set your steps to 40. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and set your steps to 40. That's probably what we wanted. Okay. Drawing room. We can get this, and then the safe should probably be open by the time we'll get there. Shelter negates the next 3 drawn red. True. That's actually huge. Redraw. Pantry. Maybe we can get the boiler room. Let's check. The lockpick sets. The office or the closet. Let's just take a closet. Oh, die. Why is there a red note in the safe? That is one of the red letters. We have already read that one on stream. Workshop. Redraw. Ugh. Just do corridor. All right, and from here, I think we'll be able to head out to the shelter. Quarter after 9. Yeah, so 45 in-game minutes is about 3 minutes in game. So by the time we walk over there, walk down, and then we can just wait for a minute or so, and then we can have the time lock safe be open. So I set it to 10 a.m. and today is the 20th, right? Right? Oh, hello. Everyone give cookie pat pats as you pass by. Pat pat. Hello, cookie. Pat pats. Hi. Oh, geez. Dog is a Muppet Chewbacca. Yeah, my dog is a living, a conscious walking teddy bear. The dog has placed his head on top of my mouse arm. He's just here now. Okay, Puppy's just sitting here. Are we sure? Have we done it correctly? Staring at. Richard. Don't need the microphone. This is worth it. How is it not 10 yet? It's. Did we get the day wrong? Almost 10. It's almost 10. I'd rather stand here so we can watch the time actually progress. So we can see that we're good to go. I can just show you all puppy. Puppies. Puppy. Bitchy puppy. Okay. Last run was the 19th. 20th. Perfect. Okay. Puppy treat. I don't have to give to him. Oh. Dog has put his head over my mouse arm. Active. I cannot show you, but there is a dog in my lap. I think time moves slower when you're standing still. Thank goodness there's an invisible wall there. You can't just kill yourself. Almost time? Almost time. We can head back. The hand-drawn look of all of this. So I just love the aesthetic of this game already. Barely see Cookie. I'm doing my best. Can't see him because he's below the camera. Unfortunately. Right here, you can just see his butt. Egg. Any second now, this should be opening. But it just opened. I just saw it open. Yay. Gem. Letter. This is letter number 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for the past year. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. While I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. Circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in the fact. Those of us that were once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may be flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances. A conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under the cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. So Mom did flee the country. I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. Mom's a jewel thief! Mom's a jewel thief! Yes! If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some may have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely possible. And the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. So, 2 things. Have you noticed that the gem in every chest is always red? Just saying. And that's our 4th letter. Who the heck is Courtney? That's a new name. That's got to be a cousin of some kind. But Courtney is a new name. We've not seen before. Also, I don't know if you can see Puppy. Puppy is right here. Puppy is demanding attention, and he's just sitting on my lap right next to my mouse hand, getting scritches with my thumb. Okay. Now we can actually play the game. Now we can actually draft more rooms. Because that was already... That's huge. Called the mom her cousin, so the missing mother is on a cousin level with her. Okay. Okay. Food for sale, archives, or the chapel. I think the chapel is... Actually, archives gets us more doors. It sucks, but we'll do archives. Okay, bedroom, spare room. We'll do bedroom. What's this? Each time you collect 3 gold, earn an additional golden interest. Interesting. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay, security. Or the storeroom, or the parlor. Let's do security. It's the most doors. Let's turn the security level to low. There's a gem missing somewhere that I've missed. Oh no. Keycard system. Security level too low. And unlock. Perfect. Alright, so let's go right first. Parlor observatory. Do the parlor. Key. Thank you. Okay. The gems are in a false box. The gems are in the false box. Only one of the other boxes is false. Okay. So if this is true, one of these is false, which means one of them says that the gems are in a true box. So that would basically says the gems are in a true box, the gems are in a false box, and only one of the other boxes is false, but this is true. So if this is a false statement, this is a false statement, and this is a true statement, gems are in this box. I'm so good at this game. 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 Okay, coin is in a gem. Okay. What we get? Oh, half your steps. Sucks. Okay, wait. We're shielded from this, right? We're shielded from this. That's huge. Okay, that's awesome. The experiment is we're shielded from it, so we're good. That leads down into the archives. So let's go from here. Drawing room is more connected, so this is that's the last one we're shielded from. So we're safe in this room. Oh, that sucks. E. That's not great. Maybe the boudoir? Curio, we've already been able to get into the dark room with power. So we have seen the dark room. This makes sense. Let's get some extra steps drafted in. And there's a key. Perfect. We get our key back. Yeah, we were able to get in there and see it, which was huge. Oh no. We're dead. We're dead. Because that's locked. Yeah, we're dead. Well, we're done. Like the run is over. The run is dead. So the thing we found, there's two things. One, there is this picture, which we found out says 1128, which is how we were able to open up the apple orchard. And then there's another picture of my doorbell's ringing. 1 second, everybody. My door. It's probably the neighbor kids who want to play with. 1 second. In case it's something else, I'm going to answer. Neighbor kids wanting some attention. The door. And we did unlock the safe in the shelter. Yes, we did huge. Like, that's great. But somewhere here, there's a, where is it? Ooh, gem. For all the good it does this. But there was a photo of a guy, yes, holding a note. And without the magnifying glass, I can't quite read that. But it's something in the dining room. Yeah, we are. Because we have the experiment running. Maybe? I mean, we can always. Here, let's just come down to here. Opened this. Oh, we've seen that. Yeah, this is. Yeah. Sucks, we just don't have the power. I really want to know what that does. Only we could have gotten the power room. But okay, let's break down what we've done. We have fixed our oopsie with setting the security and the laboratory to being super rare. That's solved. We've opened up 2 more additional red envelopes. That's solved. We have permanently unlocked 2 gems per run. We've permanently unlocked 20 steps per run. Right? We've done awesome. Like, that was a bunch of successful long-term progression, which is huge. Win is a win is a win. Like, some of the individual runs ended a little sooner. Once per day. Each game is per day. So yes, day 14. So look, like, this is all the different ones we've done. Day 1, day 2, 3, and you can see every single house that you've unlocked each day. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't notice this. This has a lot of gears for that one. And then this is day 14. So I think that that is a successful run. I think we've done all we can in this one because we can't find a key card. Let me just double check that security doesn't have, say, like, no, they said there was a gem sitting somewhere. So we're done. 07s to the Holly Estate for day 14. 2 weeks into Blueprints. What an adventure, though. Holy, this has just been so good. Okay. Call it a... Wait, what was that? No, that's room directory. Boop. Call it a day. Oh, 07s to the run. If any of you are subs, you have a salute emote. We've done what we can. Save and quit. All right, let's find somebody to raid. Keep the good times going. I'm going to go prep food for when the family gets home and make dinner. And I'm very excited because little Gundo, Selena, has just recently asked me. She recently just said something to me, and she's like, the other day, she's been a very picky eater for a very long time, right? And she said to me the other day, Dad, I want you to make me steak. I'm like, cool. I'll make steak. So I specifically ordered some steaks. And I'm specifically going to season them. And she wants me to make her a steak. And she said, I'm going to eat it with my eyes closed. So if I know if it's good, and then if it tastes good, and then if it tastes good, then I'll know I can eat it. But like, I'm hopeful. I am hopeful today's the day that she lets me make her a steak. So excited, because if she likes it, then I have something else that I can put into the rotation of what I feed her. And I am so happy to add new things to that rotation, especially things that aren't deep fried. Good God. Okay. Let's find a raid. Jack is playing Blueprints. Yeah. Not Jack Skelly Boy Jack. Somebody that I've known Jack. But actually, I see a couple people playing Blueprints. Actually, though, I think we should send some love to CC. CC has put so much work into everything with Leg.gg, with Flower Frenzy and everything else. It is the least I can do to send y'all over to them to keep the good vibes going. It looks like they're doing Minecraft, but gravity changes every 30 seconds. So let's get some good vibes ready to go and support for what will undoubtedly be quite a chaotic Minecraft stream. So this will be interesting. But yeah, this will be very, very interesting. But yes, that's it for me. I'm excited. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I will be back streaming a little bit later this week. I have a lot of recording to do, and I have a lot of work on LMG Matchmaking 2.0, which I'm very, very excited for, so it should be good. But until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and I will see you all very, very soon. Be seeing ya.
Spin, spin, spin. Turn south and get out, and we can go do a little bit of falling. Whoa, Lagundo is ready with a party of 50. Hello, everyone. I'm currently spinning. How you doing? I was waiting for Gravity to Swift because currently we are doing a challenge where it's Minecraft, but gravity changes every 30 seconds, and it has been a journey. Never skip leg day. Never skip leg day. How you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Were you? I thought you've been playing some of that Blue Prince game. Is that what you're doing, or are you doing anything else? This is so weird. You know what? Dropper time. Oh, whoa, no, the gravity changed. Oh God. Oh no. Oh. How did I hit that? Oh, I don't want to be. Okay, we're safe. Boats are safe. Boats are safe. Yes, I saw Wade playing some. That was okay. Oh my heart. Yeah, I saw Wade playing some of that. That was insane.